as Northwestern University professor Wyndham Latham sat in a California jail cell the day before his first court appearance, from 2,100 miles away. His Chicago-based attorney described Latham's outlook as hopeful. Cook County authorities on Monday issued a warrant for Latham's arrest in the slaying of Trenton Cornell Duranlo, 26, who was found dead of multiple sharp force injuries in Latham's apartment July 27. On Friday, Latham turned himself in at the Oakland Federal Building. A second man who has been charged in Cornell Duranlo's death, Andrew Warren, also turned himself in Friday. Just a few days before Cornell Duranlo was found dead, Warren, an employee at Oxford University in England, had left his home in Oxfordshire and boarded a plane to the United States without telling those close to him where he was going or why. Cornell Duranlo had lived in the 2200 block of South Wood Street, in the heart of Chicago neighborhood on the near southwest side, according to the medical examiner's office. He grew up in Michigan, according to public records. Cornell Duranlo earned a state license as a cosmetologist in 2011, according to the Michigan Department of Licensing and Regulatory Affairs. Cornell Duranlo's homicide and the subsequent manhunt for the suspects has drawn international attention. The police are investigating, and we are conducting our own investigation alongside them, said Latham's lawyer, Adam Shepard. We hope his role in the matter, ultimately, will lead to innocence. We are conducting an investigation to reveal facts that possibly justify that. Latham has retained the father-son-law firm of Barry and Adam Shepard, whose services had never before employed, Adam Shepard said on Sunday. The firm, which advertises as concentrating in defense of serious sex offenses, drug offenses and white-collar crimes, then reached out to professional acquaintance Kenneth Wine, who is to represent Latham when he appears before an Alameda County, California, judge at 9 a.m. Monday. It wasn't immediately clear when or where Warren was to appear. Shepard said his firm was not representing Warren. They didn't surrender together, obviously, but we were not in contact with the other suspect at all. We're solely representing Wyndham, he said. At the appearance, Latham is expected to waive his right to an extradition hearing, meaning his legal team doesn't intend to argue that he should be tried in California. He's not contesting his transport back to Chicago. He's not insisting on staying in California, Shepard said. We expect it to be a very brief hearing. He wants to continue in his vein of cooperation and come back here and face the charges. Shepard said Latham has been cooperative ever since the charges were filed. He said once the information became known that authorities were asking him to surrender, and Latham secured an attorney, the team got to work arranging his surrender. He was calm and surrendered without incident. He voluntarily surrendered. This is not a case where he was caught on the run at all, Shepard said. If the hearing goes as expected, Latham could be back in Illinois by the end of the week. When extraditing suspects, authorities use a number of transportation options, which could include a bus, a train or in some cases, a plane. It is not known how Latham could be transported. That will be based on how quickly authorities want to get him in front of a Cook County judge, Shepard said. Once here, he will have a bond hearing to determine whether he will be allowed to be released from jail while he awaits trial. It wasn't immediately clear whether his family would travel to California for the hearing, but Shepard said one friend made an attempt to visit Latham at the Alameda County Jail on Sunday. Shepard explained that a number of really distinguished and well-respected people already have written letters in support of Latham. My sense from talking to local counsel is that he is trying to stay as optimistic as possible. Among his friends and family, there has been an outpouring of support. We intend on attaching the letters as an exhibit to our motion to set bail when there's a bond hearing here in Illinois. We've done that before with some success, Shepard said. At one point Sunday, Shepard had to hang up the phone to speak with Latham's mother, who was calling on Shepard's other line. He said Latham has the full support and backing of his loved ones. When he called back, he amended his earlier wording. You asked me how his attitude was and I said optimistic. That's not the word I was searching for. Hopeful. It described him as hopeful, Shepard said. Douglas at ChicagoTribune.com. Twitter at 312 Breaking News.